Hey guys, so in my last video I made this pull-out drawer for storage and for my kitchen kit. I haven't fully populated it yet, but I'll do that later. But I do want to continue working on the bed today. So today we're trying to make a bed that will allow me to still pull out this drawer to access the bottom spare tire, but at the same time I actually want to be able to have the bed open up so I could access the batteries and stuff like that, my power station, if I want to get to it. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge. In addition to that, I need some slats so I could pull out and extend the bed. So all those things put together, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Just a normal slat's no big deal, but I want to be able to make it fold up and down, and I want it to hang over this guy and not be connected to this base. So let's give that a shot. All right, so you guys can kind of see the challenge. This is not stationary, so nothing can be drilled to this thing. So everything needs to be drilled only to that, and I want to make it so that it's not completely drilled because I want to have a lid, so to speak, to go that I could open and access my power system if I need to do any maintenance or anything like that. So what I'm thinking is first putting a sheet over this. This is just a thin sheet, not too thick, and we're gonna put it over this, and that way I'm gonna have the slats sit on that so that it'll slide in and out smoothly, and at the same time I could attach all the wood pieces together so they'll fit like one piece, so we could have that lid effect. All right, hopefully they'll fit. All right, I think that's gonna look good. So now I have a one-piece foundation, and I could start putting the slats on, and the slats will hang on to this so they won't, run into each other, so to speak. I think it'll work out. So I'm gonna put the hinge right over there because that's where the only thing that's stable. Again, this part is not stable, but that one is. And no build is complete without a freebie I got from Craigslist. This is an old IKEA bed. It's the whole bed. I have the slats too, but these two rails, I'm going to try to use this wood. I'm going to have to chisel it and divide this wood, and then I'll use that as the two sides right there. Wood is not super clean, but I think I could clean it up a little bit and still use it. All right, so I split those two pieces of wood, separated them from each other, and I'm gonna put them on the rails like this, and they're going to sit so it's nice and stable. This end, it'll be like that, so it's resting on that box. I got those rails in, so this is all one piece now. So now I could turn it into a lid with the slats, and it'll still hold because of this bottom piece right here. And in addition, that bottom piece will make things nice and smooth for the slats to slide in and out. All right, so I thought this might be a problem, and it is. You kind of see there's a slant. It's just the natural slant of the car. It's probably a little too extreme. I was hoping it would be small enough that I wouldn't really notice, but I think I'm going to need to raise it up just a little bit. I'll raise this box so that it'll be raised up just a little bit. So I'm going to put a little piece of wood right here just to lift it up. All right, so I just lifted it up just a little bit, and I'm just hoping that'll give me a little bit of extra margin. It's still slightly slanted, but I think it's still okay. I had to go out to Home Depot and buy these pieces of wood because I just didn't have enough from that bed that I could make. And my old pieces of wood that I had from the pallet that I made the box out of, it just wasn't long enough. I didn't have long enough pieces. So I had to buy wood, which I don't like to do. I like to reuse it, but oh well. So what I'm thinking about is using this piece right here as a bar to hold the bed in, and then these other ones will be the slats. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill underneath just like these pieces, and I'm going to hold this in place, and then the slats will move in and out, and the rest of the pieces, well, this one will be stationary and this one will slide back and forth like that, and that'll extend my bed. All right, so I cut the slats with this jigsaw. So now staple underneath and hold these things onto the board while the sliding slats do their sliding. So there's going to be stationary ones, and we'll try out the staple gun. All right, so I got the wood pieces all cut out, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to staple these things to the bottom so that there's the stationary ones, and then there's the sliding ones. So the stationary ones and then the sliding ones, it'll slide on this board, which will make it nice and smooth. All right, so I'm just gonna add more staples throughout the whole way for the stationary ones. Pieces are on. All right, up on this front side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect all these pieces of wood to this piece right here, and then that'll allow them to all pull out at the same time. And it's also a base for me to put the stand for this end after it pulls out. All right, that should be good. That will slide in and out really smooth. See, there's the extension I need, and it goes back nice and clean. Next up, we'll need to put a little rail here to hold the mattress in. So we're gonna use this piece of wood here as a rail. All right, so I got the railings in, and you can see it slides in and out very smoothly. So now I need to put the legs over here. I need to have legs so that it could stand up onto that. So let's get some legs in here. We should be done with the platform. Oh, poopy-doo. I was going to edit this out, but I thought I'd just show you my mistake. So what I did was I made a lip right here, and that lip is going to prevent me from pulling out my drawer because there's a lip here. So I needed to cut this side flush. All right, so I'm gonna put in another piece that's flush with the bottom so I can pull out my drawer. All right, so I got in this new piece that's gonna allow me to pull out my drawer. Because remember, the weight is on this drawer right here, this drawer frame. I made it like that so that I can take out the drawer completely and access my spare tire. Don't forget that. All right, so now we could work on the leg down there. All right, so here's what that leg is going to look like right here. And it's going to go back with it, but before I screw it down, see, I don't want to cover up these holes that I made for ventilation. And this is a pretty thick, heavy piece of wood, so I want to reduce the weight. So I'm going to cut it out a slot, a big slot in the middle before I drill it back down and get that leg up so it'll still expose those ventilation holes that I have. All right. All right, that leg is in. So it'll go out like this, rest under here, and the mattress will be extended. Take a look at it down there. Go in and you can see the holes are exposed. Still got the ventilation. And just one more thing, I want to put a L bracket right here just to give this a little bit more strength. I don't want it to collapse or anything like that, so we're going to put an L bracket right there. Okay, so I got this L bracket that I'm going to put right here. Then we're going to screw that in, and that should give it a little extra support so it doesn't want to collapse on itself. All right. So now that should be nice and stable. Have that L bracket in there, give it some extra support so it doesn't want to collapse. There. Looking good. All right, so there's one thing left to do in that this bed is still sliding around, okay, because I haven't put it down to anything. I don't want to drill to the bed base because I want to be able to access the power and stuff underneath. I want to be able to lift it up and access the power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little blocker holder thing right here so that the bed won't slide around. It'll fit within this slot and it'll stay put, and I can still access everything underneath. All right, so of course it's going to be hard for me to find that exact slot underneath because I'm not underneath it. But here's the piece of wood that I want to line up exactly right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this where I want it, line it up perfect to where I want it to be. And remember, I got these holes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my hand underneath and hold that piece of wood in, take my pencil and then draw on the inside where it needs to be. So now I could go on the inside and then drill and mount that wood piece up. Let's take this out for now. Okay, so you can see where I had drawn that line. So if I line this piece of wood up against that and make everything straight, it should be perfect. Let's see how good my measurements are. All right, let's see how well I did it. And that piece of wood should click right in there. You see that? clicks right in, nice and secure, and it lines up with that just the way I planned it. Let's get the other piece back on. All right, looks good. Fits perfect. All right, so now with that block there, and I put another block right there, I should be able to tilt this up really easily like that, hold its position because of this block right there, and come down and find that spot. And the bed is stable now. It's not going anywhere. It's lodged in there. All right. So I got my bed frame all set up. Next up is the mattress. So we're gonna need to build a custom sized mattress to fit this bed because it's only 24 wide. So that's gonna have to be another day. It's not gonna be today. Today, it's Miller time.